A roundup of the latest news now. Here are our top stories. Recently elected Pope Leo owned a drug den in Chicago. We'll hear from the man himself. Gaza starving and under siege. Israel spells out its ceasefire conditions as world leaders respond. TfL explains the renaming of London Overground lines. And Essex businessman Graham King, the so-called Asylum King, becomes a billionaire. More on those top stories to come. First to Gaza, where Israel has continued its starvation and mass killing of Palestinians by denying entry to aid trucks and bombing civilians. Israeli army spokesman Ofer Kanuzi defended Israel against widespread allegations that it's carrying out a genocide in Gaza and announced the ceasefire conditions Israel would be prepared to accept. This is not a genocide. It is much more than that. Please, the Nazis, Rwandans, Serbs, Iraqis and Sudanese, they committed genocide. This is passé, old news, very boring. We are trailblazers. For the past 80 years or so, we have made it our mission to eliminate a very specific group of people, the Palestinians. But it would be negligent to describe our actions in Gaza as merely genocidal. I just want to make this clear. We are depriving people of food and water, engaging in mass killings, sure. No self-respecting committer of genocide would do less than this. The difference is that Israel does so with impunity and with the tacit approval of the international community. Israel is sophisticated. We take the battle to media outlets, social media, industry, international relations, AIPAC and Hasbara, our propaganda machines. We have literally thousands of staff worldwide whose job it is to advance Israel's narrative at all costs, across all platforms. We are technologically advanced. We cracked Apple's encryption layer. Show me a single country in history that has done this. No one has. Having said that, we are aware that some of you might want the bombing and starvation to stop. Israel is a democracy. We know what it means to respect the will of the people. In this spirit of reasonableness and humanity, I would like to explain our ceasefire demands. Firstly, Hamas's leadership must convert to Judaism and say, I love Israel forever. 2. Every Gazan aged between 18 and 80 must become fluent in at least 7 languages. 3. Semi-skimmed milk is to be banned in Gaza indefinitely. 4. The Palestinians must release 82,000 Israeli hostages from Gaza. If they don't have that many, oh well. And lastly, all Gazan males aged between 20 and 30 must break Usain Bolt's 100-meter sprint world record. If the Palestinians meet these reasonable demands, we will have a ceasefire. Meanwhile, in an unprecedented move, Britain's Foreign Office warned this week that it may potentially become mildly displeased with Israel at an indeterminate possible future date if things don't change, but that it would confine its potential possible mild displeasure to a passive-aggressive, non-public sigh of extremely mild frustration. It's been revealed that the Chicago childhood home of the first American pope in history, Pope Leo, elected earlier this month, was used as a drug den after falling into disrepair. I asked the man himself whether he had any links to the criminal underworld.
Yeah, it's Pope Leo, my brother. From the Windy City, they ain't never had an American controlling the Vatican City. My first few weeks on the job, and things is kinda shitty. No one cares about church no more. What a goddamn pity. Okay, so I grew up in the hood, that's right. It was kinda gritty, south side of Chicago. Mom and Pa couldn't afford to be picky. Now here I am in my paper gown, looking all pretty, heading up the band contraception committee. I'm aware that folks in my old crib was kinda nitty. I knew all that shit was wrong from when I was sucking my mama's titty. But this ain't the time to be getting all witty. Israel's out there killing people, man. That's the nitty gritty.
To the UK now, and Transport for London has renamed the 6 distinct sections of the London Overground train line. The new names, which took effect in November last year, are the Windrush Line, the Mildmay Line, the Lioness Line, the Liberty Line, the Suffragette Line, and the Weaver Line. The name change was billed by TfL as a celebration of London's diversity and a way to ease navigation, but many, both residents and tourists, have found the change to be more confusing. Let's hear from reggae musician Randall Carter, who shared his perspective on the initiative.
Yeah, man.
Me late for work all the time, cause of the blood clot line. The overground, it overrun, come rain or shine. You can't take away injustice for change your name. You treat my people like shit, it all the same. Pay lip service to restitution, that not the solution. Cha. Detention, statelessness, and deportation. After everything them a go and do for this nation. Sadiq Khan him na know him Ras from him elbow. Me go and jam rock to escape the blood clot status quo.
Essex businessman Graham King, the so-called Asylum King, has recently become a billionaire. Mr. King, who made his fortune through lucrative government contracts for housing asylum seekers, has seen a sharp rise in demand for his services. I caught up with Mr. King as he emerged from his Albert Speer-inspired Essex mansion. Mr. King, you must be delighted at the recent growth in your earnings?
All right, Bob. Yeah, lovely jubbly.
Critics say your business is unethically extorting the public purse and housing migrants in suboptimal conditions. What do you say to that?
I say fuck 'em. If there's laws against it, I bloody well duck 'em. Do you know what I mean? Get 'em out before they make this place Englandistan. It's a bloody tide away from the east like Genghis Khan, so we got to shut the doors, keep 'em at bay. Or if they sneak in somehow, we got to send them away. Otherwise London becomes Lagos, Birmingham, Bangladesh, things start to stink. They're no longer fresh, that's what my refugee accommodation's about. I'm helping them out until they're sent away, no doubt. I want to keep things plain, salt and pepper, no exotic spices. No one undercutting me with knockdown prices. Do you know what I mean, mate? That's all it is.